that was a roller coaster. A-levels weren't for me. I think for the pure reason that I was like not there throughout those, how many years? 2 years? I don't even know. I had fun, but I had to pay the price. I had to sacrifice, and it showed in my grades. I realised by the end of A-levels, it really wasn't for me. I wasn't really aware of other routes I could go down, so I was thinking, okay, I go to this school anyway. I think that's one of the reasons why I stayed at the sixth form in my school, because I thought, okay, yeah, I go to this school. I know the people. I think I was really scared to venture out as well, but I was like, I know the people. Let's get this grades, but that didn't happen. I just didn't really know what to do. Like, I had no clue of what I wanted to do in the future. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was really like a sheep. Like, okay, everyone's going to uni, so you know what? Let me just go to uni. I didn't know what else. I didn't even know what I wanted to do at this time. A lot of my classes I didn't really attend. Like, even because I did drama. Even that's meant to be an enjoyable subject, but I was not enjoying it. Well, I did enjoy it, but some lessons I was like, I don't really want to go to that one. What do you want? You never want to show me any attention when I'm by my... Okay, you can go now. You can go. Okay, get off, go. So I took, how many subjects was it? I mean, I didn't even remember. I think it was 4 subjects. I mean, to drop one, or it might have been 5. No, 5 seems a bit too much. 4. Took Christian theology, English lit, textiles. Did I say drama? Yeah, that too. And I really know now, like, why the hell did I choose English lit? I thought, okay, yeah, GCSE, I loved it. I was getting like good ass grades. Then get to A-level, I'm seeing E's. Christian theology, because I took RE as well, and I did really good then. A-levels, E. I think even F, that was English lit, F. The other 2, I didn't do so bad in. Textiles, I enjoyed it, but I think I forced the whole thing. Like, I forced it. To be honest, I just would rather not sew. No. So yeah, I took those 4 subjects. I was thinking, nah, I can't do this. Like, I think what I did, I was with my friends a lot, and I kind of like laughed my way through to disguise my pain. I was crying internally and nobody could hear me. That's why I masked it with my laughter, so you could like not hear at all the cries within my soul, because I was struggling. I just thought, everyone's going through the same thing, Janella. I was really like, I was too chilled the whole time. Even exams, like, to be honest, there's no point stressing about it. That's what I had. I knew I was gonna flop it. There was no point stressing. And it was coming close. I remember A2. I was still like, so I dropped English lit. That was a weight lifted off my shoulders, because I was thinking, I can't do this. Flipping Jane Eyre. Bitch. Yeah, all of that. No, it wasn't for me. I write very slowly, so in these exams I was taking years. I was writing my own story at the end, replaced it with Jane with Janella. At that point I was just writing the sadness of my story. A2 comes, I'm still, like I said, already struggling. So it's coming to like, okay, what you want to do in the future after you leave. I've realised about schools, it's very uni orientated when we get to this stage. How I felt is like, the kids that they want to go to uni will put you to the side, we'll deal with you later. I don't even think they dealt with them later. I think they just gave them probably leaflets. Bob's your uncle, here you go. At this point I didn't know what I wanted to do. I think I didn't want to go to uni, but I didn't know what course I wanted to do. Nothing. And like I was talking to my tutor, I remember I was sitting there in class, she was asking me, so Janella, what do you want to do in the future? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna go with the flow. And I said those exact same words. I'm going with the flow. That's my motto of my flipping lifetime. Go with the flow. And I can't really be that chilled all the time because it doesn't work all the time. So she was like, you can't just go with the flow. You can't just go wherever life takes you. Bitch, I got this far. And she was like, you need to decide what you want to do. She was helping me find like out different courses I was looking into, like fashion buying. I knew I had creativity within me, but I don't think I knew how to apply it. That's what the problem was. Like, I could draw, but it was like I could draw things that I could see. So I didn't really know I could come up with different ideas and concepts. My mind didn't stretch that far. So when she told me about the course fashion buying, I was like, okay, cool. This sounds good, fashion buying. But I didn't really know what the course was. I heard buying fashion, okay, clothes. She just said that you get to go around the world and pick up fabrics, bring them to the stores or something like that. And I had to go around the world because I want to travel, bitch. And I was like, this is like my perfect career path. And yeah, so that's the course I went with. So I went with, and I applied to, I can't actually remember what unis. I know it was DMU because obviously title, DMU, Birmingham City. I can't remember the others. I really can't remember. I don't remember much in them 2 years. And I think I picked Huddersfield. I think that was another one. Don't ask me. I don't know what the hell there is in Huddersfield. I remember looking at London College of Fashion and I was like, oh my gosh, if only I could get into that. I was like, that would be my biggest dream. And I'm here now. I didn't even pick that. Like, I got offered the place. But anyway, I'm skipping too far ahead. So, yeah, so that's what I picked. Did my personal statement. Sent it like, I think it was like a day before. Typical Janella. But I sent it. That's all that matters. I feel like the whole thing was very much rushed. Like, the whole thing was too rushed. They kind of forced people to go down that route because it looks good on them. They didn't really give a shit about the students. I'm not gonna lie. I just think everybody was just like really pressured to go into university and nobody really got given information about other routes and stuff to go down. So people thought, okay, uni, be all, die all. Is that what I'm saying? Don't know, but it is now. Uni was like the only place you could actually get far, which no, it's not. I realised that, but I thought, okay, this is the easiest option for me to do, without really knowing if I wanted to actually, without knowing what I even wanted to do. Like, I didn't have a clue. I've been through like 20 different career options. Fast forward now, I was very limited with options I could have chosen for unis because my grades weren't that. They weren't the shit. It's quite sad. And I went for an interview with Birmingham City. Got rejected, but it's okay. Like, when I look back at the interview process, I'm just thinking like, why the hell did I bring... There was one question, yeah, how does fashion affect the economy? I looked at her like, can you repeat that? She said it again and I was like, sorry, pass. I hadn't got a clue, so I went in there. I couldn't answer hardly any of her questions, so I knew I hadn't gotten far with that interview. And what I showed them, my portfolio, because it was my textiles portfolio, like, looking back, it was so childish. As I was saying, they were just putting people in boxes. So to the side were people who weren't going to go to uni, apprenticeships, la-di-da-di-da, and the main cause of focus was people going to uni, which I don't think is fair because there are people without a degree that are getting shmoney. That's why I think a lot of people drop out of uni, because the school system pressures them into going down this route and they don't even know. Personally, I think it's very too young for people to know what they want to do for the rest of their lives. Like, chill, I'm 18. So a lot of people drop out and a lot of people take courses that they don't actually want to do. You're wasting $9,000. People gotta be smarter, and I think people need to be more aware of what there is out there, because I didn't have a damn clue. So come results day now, disappointed. Okay. Yeah, the Conditional. I'm not even trying to throw shade on DMU. Like, I'm sure like it's a good uni. Like, I'm sure it is, but it's not for me. I didn't even know what the course was about. I was listening to her like, I was a lost soul. I got my place, but I deferred it. I wanted to take a year out to do something else. And thank the Lord that he opened my eyes out and said, Janella, you ain't ready for uni. The course you have taken, what the hell are you taking it for? You don't even know, bitch. What? Why are you doing the course? And I was like, Jesus, I don't know. I don't know. At first I applied to FRA, Fashion Retail Academy. Man, I have taken a lot of L's because I got rejected from there too. Like, I was rejected. So I was like, okay, now that was my first plan because I was going to do that for a year. And I thought, okay, yeah, I'll apply there for the year. Just a year course I wanted to fill in that gap. I look at other courses and I'm looking, I find this college. Oh my, I was looking at the course title and I was thinking, the course content, oh my gosh, like, this is perfect. It's a year for one, 3 days a week. I can chill for the rest of the week, bearing in mind there was no chilling. I'm really surprised I'm still here, but anyway, yeah, and I was thinking, perfect. And it was like a fashion styling and promotion course. Still, I didn't really know what that was, but I was like, okay, let me just apply. I read the course content and I liked it, so I was like, okay, let me apply for it. I applied for it and she sent me an email for an interview. Went in there, told her everything, showed her my portfolio, and then I got a letter saying that I got in, and I was so happy. I was so happy. You don't understand how happy I was, because throughout my life I feel like I haven't achieved much. I felt like I hadn't achieved much at all. So this was a big thing for me because I was like, she wants me on the course. Somebody wants me on their course, and I was so happy. Guys, you don't understand how happy I was. I was so happy. So that's what I did after A level. So come like the start of the course, the college course, now I leave upper school with my bad grades. I was really not doing as well as I could have been doing. I didn't do well the first few units, and then suddenly, like a light switch, I just thought, Janella, you didn't come all the way to London to study and not get the grades that you need and want. So I was thinking, something just clicked in my head, and I was like, bitch, you're right. I didn't come all the way from my small town in the beds to waste my money on transport because it wasn't cheap. I had to get like 1 train, 2 tubes and a bus. So it yeah, so many different skills within this course that you were doing, it from styling, photography, art direction. By that time I knew what I wanted to do ish. No, ish, because it's always an ish with me. We were applying again, and I applied for 5 different unis. So I basically, the offer that I got from DMU, I just got rid of it. They got rid of it. Why I got rid of it? I chose London College of Fashion. Huddersfield again, I don't know why. Clearly had something going on me in Huddersfield, but yeah, Huddersfield and Southampton, Solent, Nottingham, Trent, and I can't remember the last one. I think it was like Manchester Met. I don't know, I can't remember, but I might have chose 4 actually. In Southampton, they were asking for like an online port, and I didn't really want to do that, so I didn't. I should have. No, to be honest, I don't even care that I didn't, because yeah, that wasn't really one of my top choices. I applied for Nottingham, Trent, and I got my place there, but it was under conditions. So by the way, these were all conditional because I had to wait for my grades from this course that I was doing. So yeah, I got my grades and I got my place, but I still didn't have maths at this point, and I got rejected. So yeah, and then like I took another gap year to focus on maths. Basically I had no uni options again, so I was like, okay, I need to reapply for uni. So I reapplied and I chose Norwich, Nottingham, Trent again, Northumbria, Leeds, and the 5th one. This is the one I always forget. There was a 5th one, but I can't remember. So I chose them 5, and yeah, I went for interviews with all of them, somewhat video ones, and yeah, because I already got my grades from the last one, so they all, like, I got unconditional offers from each and every one, so I was real happy about that. They were loving me. They were loving me. I came from someone not knowing what they wanted to do. I didn't really know really much about my own creative ability until I got to that course, and I learned so much. I picked up my own kind of style of working as well. And I found out skills that I didn't even know I had. Like, I didn't know I could take pictures like that. I didn't know I could come up with like creative concepts like that. Like even within like styling, I realized like styling's not just putting like clothes on a person. I've learned so much on that course, and I'm so grateful that CC gave me that, you know, she gave me the place on the course. Thanks, CC. I got unconditionals from all them unis that I went to, and I had to go to all the interviews. It was a trek and a half. I had to pay. That reminds me, Leeds still owe me £50 because they said they would reimburse me. So I'm gonna get that. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I'm getting my coins. It's been a roller coaster, like from them sleepless nights at college, like missing my freaking last train. I remember I fell asleep. I was so tired from college. I was coming home about 11 p.m. and but I was on the train, and I woke up, and like as this was the last train anyway, and as I saw it was going past my stop, and I was thinking, oh my gosh. I got home in the end. The police had to drop me home. The police have done that way too many times. Now I'm like turning 20, and I realised like you don't have to go to uni when everybody else goes. Like, it's such a rushed process, and everyone needs to take time needs to do things in their own time for you to like reach your full potential. You can't be rushed. But I realised like even that I'm turning 20, I'm going to uni now, I wouldn't have changed it for the world. I wouldn't have wanted to go to uni at say 18. Like for me, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Like some people might have been ready at that time, but not everybody is going to be ready at that time. And that's what I think the educational system needs to realise and understand, and look at the facts and see why are people dropping out like in the first term. It's because they're not ready. I made a really good transition. Like, I built these skills that I needed. So now when I go to my course, I'm going to be like one step ahead of the game. I've got all these skills that I've acquired. I've learned things that people on the course I'm going to go to are just going to be learning then and there. So I'm really grateful for that. I just feel like I've just got a head start now. Because for me, it can take just a little bit of a long time to get things in my head and for me to process things. But when it clicks, bitch, it motherfucking clicks. When it clicks in my head, I've got it. Once I've got it, I've got it. And when I say got it, it will click. Like, that's the thing. I know it will click. And once it does, I'm laughing. Wish I was laughing all the way to the bank, but not yet. But I'm laughing. What I learned is do things in your own time. Even if you feel like people are 10 steps ahead of you, don't watch them, because you're in your own lane at the end of the day. And I'm sorry, you could get one opportunities, bitch, I can't even speak. You could get one opportunity, and that could literally change your whole life around. And people need to kind of distance themselves from that idea that you gotta be like where that person is, when no, their time was that time. Your time could be in 5 years time, maybe 2 years time. You don't know. So trust God's timing. And I'm real happy that I'm going to uni now. Now I feel like I'm ready. I wasn't ready before, and it showed, especially in my attitude with things. And people were saying when I took this gap year, my tutor was like at the college, no, don't take the gap year, like, but it was all over something stupid. I didn't like my room, but I didn't even get in anyway, so that was good to. But she was like, don't do it, you're gonna lose motivation. And now I feel like I haven't lost any motivation. I feel like if you really want something, you're not gonna lose motivation for it. And that's me now. I still really want to go. Nothing deterred me from going. I still really want to go. Nothing's put me off that. Oh yeah, did I even tell you what uni I picked? I picked Nottingham Trent. That's where I'm going in September. And yeah, I think I probably would have liked to go to Northumbria, but it's just a bit far out. But I think that would have been my first choice. Well, not that I had choices, because I got them all, bitch. Yeah, Northumbria was a good one too. It's just a bit out, just a bit. But I'm happy with Nottingham Trent. I'm just excited to start this chapter in my life. I'm really happy. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Bye.